I've played in Welsh derbies. I've commentated on Welsh derbies. But there's not a Welsh derby quite like the Cardiff clash.
Sorry, I thought we had like 2 seconds.
Hello and welcome to the last at the Archer of the Year. I'm Ella Jones.
And I'm Matt Purdy.
This is a very exciting show we have on today, don't we, Matt?
Oh, absolutely. And Ella, here's what we have coming up on today's show. Well, Ella, we've got an action-packed 45 minutes coming up.
Absolutely. But before we get into all that, let's turn to our reporter Rhys David with the sports news headlines from this week.
Hello a chroeso, hello and welcome. I'm Rhys David and these are your latest sports news headlines from Cardiff Met Sport TV. As it's the week of the Cardiff clash, let's jump straight into the rugby. Cardiff Met men's rugby captain Ewan Guy was excited about his side's prospects of making it a clean sweep of wins against Welsh opposition this season.
It's a bit of bragging rights, isn't it, at the end of the day? Done the double over Swansea and looking to the double over Cardiff. It's no means feat, like massive, just a bit of bragging rights you can say to some of the boys you know in each team being from Wales, so it's just one of them, like, best team in Wales, got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
The women play at 4, whilst the men kick off at 7 at the Arms Park on Wednesday. On to cricket now, and the Cricket Indoor Premier League viewing figures are at an all-time high for the Cardiff Met Cricket Club. We spoke to Asa Tribe, and this is what he had to say about the league.
The CIPL draws a lot of crowds in on YouTube. It's a massive tournament, and look, yeah, all the boys are really excited to get going with that. I think that's what makes us the Bucks champions. We're putting in that graft the whole year round, and that's the reason why we won this year, and hopefully the reason why we're going to win this year as well.
On the football pitch, Cardiff Met FC's focus was on the FAW Welsh Cup on Saturday as the Archers travelled to old foes Haverfordwest. Following a 1-1 draw, the game went to penalties and Met goalkeeper Alex Lang was the hero, saving 2 from the spot to send the Archers through. The Met shift back to league action on Saturday evening as they host Bala Town in a match that is live on Scorio. In the ring, Welsh boxer and Olympic champion Lauren Price won her 6th professional bout on Sunday. Price from Ystrad defeated Italian Silvia Bortot in Bournemouth. On the topic of punches, there was controversy in Turkey on Monday as Ankara Gücü president Faruk Koca entered the field of play and assaulted referee Halil Umut Mela, leaving the official with visible injuries. Koca has since been arrested and all Turkish football is on hold whilst the league works out how to respond. Down under, the CEO of Netball Australia, Kelly Ryan, has resigned following months of turmoil in the league. In the past few days, the governing body have reached an agreement with players to end a pay dispute which has caused months of extensive hardship and uncertainty for athletes. From one side of the world to the other now, as we check in with our transatlantic friends over at Ball State. The basketball team at the uni posted an outstanding 83-71 win against Southern Illinois University on Sunday to extend their home winning streak to 7 games. Diolch yn fawr am wylio. Thank you for watching. Make sure to join us tomorrow for a special Cardiff Clash Up the Archer. I'm Rhys David. Hwyl fawr.
Thank you, Reese. And if anyone was confused, the Cardiff Clash is today. The women's kickoff is at 4 p.m. and the men's game is at 7.
Well, Matt, this is the biggest event in the university calendar and the biggest sporting event in Wales today.
Yeah, it certainly is. But before we dive into it, let's see what Amy Williams and Denai Mugabe had to say about the Clash.
Personally, I'm very excited for it, and I think the squad as well, hoping to put out another performance like we did last time.
Yeah, I think we're all excited, and obviously last week wasn't our best result, so going into Cardiff Clash, I think we're all just looking forward to it and hoping to get the win. And I think, you know, it's going to be the last Cardiff Clash for the third years as well, so that's important to them to make sure, you know, they enjoy it and stuff. Yeah, we're all excited for it, just ready to go really. And
I think, you know, we can't really doubt Cardiff as much as we have last time because they've come into the league, but they have proven that they can, you know, take people the whole 80 minutes. You know, they beat Durham, they're coming back stronger every single game, so we'd like to say that we could do the same thing we did last time, but I think Cardiff are now a very strong side to be going up against.
yeah, obviously we want to finish as high as we can. We'd like to finish top, but not sure at the moment. But yeah, and obviously coming into Clash, hopefully win that, and after Christmas now, just make sure we're all ready for the second part of the season and excited to go.
You know, just we hope Cardiff do well, but at the same time we're going out there to win as well.
On the topic of the Cardiff Clash, we are now joined by the SU president and women's first team player, Natalia Mia-Roach. Croeso.
Yeah, Natalia, welcome along. Thanks for coming on. Let's dive straight into it. Cardiff Clash today. Last time out, the men won 50 to 28, and the women won 53 to 6. Do you see a double from Met coming again tonight?
We definitely hope so, but that doesn't mean that we haven't planned for any different performance. Cardiff women's team have played, I think, 8 to 9 games since we last played them. We've made the assumption that they might have gelled better as a team. Their performance might have increased, and they might, you know, come raring for that Clash win. So we've made sure that in training this week we're not complacent. We're still got the tempo up, especially girls in our team getting ready for the Celtic Challenge. So the environment's been a little bit tricky, but we're definitely raring to go for today.
And winning that double, what would it actually mean for Met? You know, the crowd and the players, what do you think it's going to mean to them? Because obviously we were just short from it last year. This year we want it. So what do you think it's going to mean for us?
I think it's the reward of it. It's the first time we've got to this stage to be able to have a women's Cardiff Clash, to be having the support from yourself and your team. But it's all the preparation behind the scenes as well. Getting that win makes it all worth it. And it shows that for next season. You know, this year we said it was a bit of a redemption year off the back of last season. So getting ready and for it, you know, more of the same, basically.
Yeah, and so tonight the women are playing first. Is there anyone you think we should be looking out for? I know Seren Singleton is back from Dubai, fresh from her Sevens tournament. Do you think she's going to have an impact tonight?
Most definitely. Amy and Seren both went to Dubai, and the experience that they bring from that sort of setting, bring into the Met setting, and their Welsh experience as well, it transforms the team. So when we go into the changing room and your shirt's hung up and your name's above your shirt, it's game faces on. We've also got Maisie Davis at 8. She's just come back from injury. She had a little test of the waters last week in Edinburgh, but she's a one to watch. She's very young, but she's very focused, and I hope to see big things for her next season.
Lovely, thank you.
Yeah, and before we go any further, I do just want to touch on Volunteer Zambia, something you spoke about last week on stream. Here's a little clip for the viewers at home of what the Volunteer Foundation do and all the great things that happens in the initiative.
Volunteer Zambia is an international programme set up by the Wallace Group of Universities. It aims to make a genuine and sustainable impact on young people's lives in some of the most challenged communities in Zambia.
So during the week from Monday to Friday I'd have placement in the morning and the afternoon. So we'd go there and help coaches out, which was really fun to see all the little kids smile all the time, making them happy.
Yes, this year we're doing a mix of group and individual work to fundraise the project. So the money goes toward various aspects of the project. The Fountain of Hope Orphanage, where some of the money raised will be donated for hot food for people out in Zambia. It also goes to sports equipment, goes towards our flights, our cost to go out there.
So I like doing something to help other people, so this project was a good start for me to help develop people across the world. I think it's just really nice to see different people's cultures in different places, because it's nothing like being in England. Everyone's smiley all the time, like is so happy, and then just to see that I've made a difference out there, it just makes me proud to be a part of the project.
Well, that was an amazing video there. Obviously, the video has explained it, but Natalia, tell me and the viewers who don't know, what is Volunteer Zambia?
So Volunteer Zambia, as I've previously mentioned, is a Wallace group of different institutions around the UK that come together to go out to Zambia for a maximum of 2 months to make changes and impact within the coaching, commercial settings, and I know Bath University work on construction out there as well. But it's impacting those who are less fortunate and giving facilities and methods, good practice in the industry to the coaches out there as well. So we don't just impact the athletes, but the coaches and the mentors that they have.
Yeah, and for tonight, a little birdie tells me that there might be someone from Volunteer Zambia down at Arms Park doing something to raise money.
Yes, so today at Cardiff Arms Park, we will be doing face painting of a burgundy archer for all the fans and the supporters, the players, and even Cardiff University if they want some as well.
Oh, I know, I'm definitely probably going to get one.
I'll see.
But do you know what? I'm just definitely going to have one, I think. I'll pay for it. I'm definitely going to put some money towards it. But just talking about money, we've linked up the code. So if you look back, you can donate money to a really amazing
QR code on screen for anyone who wants to donate. It's an absolutely amazing opportunity, as you said, from Volunteer Zambia, and it's on screen now. But yes, thank you so much, Natalia. Thank you for coming in and talking to us. We will see you at Cardiff Arms Park later, but as of right now, our reporters Steph Leonard and Toby Hill are at the stadium.
So thank you, Matt and Ella. Steph, we're here outside Arms Park. It's a huge occasion, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great occasion, and it's possibly the biggest game of the year in any of the books of rugby calendars, the Cardiff Clash. We're expecting 4,500 people to be packed in to what is probably the home of Welsh rugby to watch the biggest game of Cardiff Met's calendar, that's for sure.
Yeah, so looking forward to the women's game, of course, kicks off at 4 o'clock, the first one. What do you think we can expect to see from Met coming off that loss against Edinburgh, but really, going into this match here at Arms Park?
Yeah, obviously it's always tough when you come off a loss. You want to react in the right way and you want to come back with a win. And then when you put into context of a game of this magnitude, it's really important, and they'll be expected to win, Cardiff Met women, especially after the dominant performance in the last game, 53 points to 8. So they'll not only be looking to come back and bounce back with a win, but they'll also be looking to put on a show as well. And I think that's what the Cardiff Clash is all about. Maybe it's 2 games of rugby, but it's also just a brilliant spectacle as well.
Yeah, it's just a brilliant occasion. I can't wait. So, coming off that one where they won, of course, as you just mentioned, in the previous Cardiff Clash, they've got a chance to do a double here, a chance to extend their lead at the top. How important do you think that is, that when they go into this, they take it just as any other game, despite the occasion, despite what's up for stake?
And Toby, a little bit of a connection loss there, but it's fine. Are you excited about the Clash? I know I am.
So excited about the Clash. I'm going to be there. I've got my ticket. Yeah, raring to go.
Really? You're
Yeah.
tagging along?
I will be there.
Perfect. Now, Matt, I've been around campus and I've been going around asking the archers about the Clash. Do you want to see it?
I'd love to.
I'm on King Croy campus going to ask the archers what they're going to do for this Cardiff Clash. Are you going to the Cardiff Clash?
Yeah, I am.
You're not playing, are you?
No.
As an ultra?
As an ultra.
And who do you think's going to win?
Met.
Both teams?
Both teams.
Clean sweep?
Yeah, easy.
Battered?
Smashed.
Didn't you say you were working it?
Yeah, working for Cardiff Uni.
Oh, Cardiff Uni, you heard it here first. Cardiff Met, not good. Who do you think's going to win though?
Cardiff Uni.
Whoa, no, not Cardiff Uni. Holly, are you going to the Cardiff Clash?
I am.
And what do you think the score's going to be?
In the boys or the girls?
Both.
I think the girls are going to win, 50-25. Boys, 2-point game, don't know what the score will be.
And what do you think the score prediction is going to be for both games?
Men's 32-17, women's 36-16.
So you think it's going to be an Archers win?
Yeah,
You guys, are you going to the Cardiff Clash?
Yeah, we are, yeah.
Are you excited?
Yeah, I am.
Who do you think's going to win?
Definitely Matt.
Obviously, both teams.
Sorry?
Both teams going to win, Cardiff Met? Men's and women's?
Yeah.
You going out after?
Yeah, we are, yeah.
Revs?
Yep.
Nice, we'll see you there. Are you going out after? Revs?
100%.
2 for 1?
2 for 1 indeed.
Going out after?
Yes.
Revs? 2 for 1?
Yes.
Lovely. Last question, who is your favourite player?
Josh Fart.
Of course it is.
Our top reporter clearly on the case there. Are Revs paying you for that?
No, but I better be getting a free entry, honestly.
Moving on. Anyways, now it's football season, and it's been a good season for Cardiff Met so far. Our correspondent Harrison Jones has given us a roundup of the first half of the season.
In contention as they run towards the home turn.
Cymru Lewis yn penio lawr ac yn rhoi'r myfyrwyr.
And that was Met versus Barry Town.
Yeah, they'll be coming up, playing against each other on the 30th. Now, that was a slightly different VT, which we were expecting, but don't worry, Ella, we do have a roundup of the season so far. Our man Harrison Jones is back on the case, and he'll be showing us how Cardiff Met have got on from August up until now.
Cardiff Met have been on fine form with only one loss in their last 11 in all competitions. Last week, they had a 1-1 draw with Haverfordwest County in the Welsh Cup, which went to penalties, as Alex Lang heroics in the penalty shootout meant that Cardiff Met went through 4-2, and we'll find out on Wednesday who they will get in the Welsh Cup.
Draw takes place later tonight, as Cardiff Met manager Ryan Jenkins believes his side can take any of the teams on.
I fancy anybody here. TNS are always difficult, without doubt. They're always difficult to beat, and you know, if you look at them, I think they're the favourites by a long way. But we've proved last season in a one-off game we can beat them. We've beaten Connors Key this year, but they're both very, very good sides. You've got Bala still in it, Colwyn Bay and Barry, and then the two lesser teams. But you know, they'll fancy themselves as well in this competition. But bring any team here and I fancy us. I really think that this is a fortress for us.
The Archers also in the Nathaniel MG Cup next Tuesday, as they are set to have a home quarter-final tie with Pontypridd United. If Ryan Jenkins' side progress against Pontypridd, they could play against Swansea City in the semi-finals of the competition. In the league, Cardiff Met currently sit in 4th position heading to near the end of Phase 1, as the side have enjoyed a big wins as of late against top 6 rivals Connors Key Nomads and Newtown. One of the top players this season, CJ Craven, hopes his side can better their points tally from what it was last season.
Well, I think you're looking back to last year, you know, we set ourselves a target, I think 41 points, if I'm right, or something like that. You know, so that's the benchmark that we set ourselves last year. So it's probably trying to better that, and then wherever that leaves us then is where we'll end up.
Cardiff Met travel to Ballatown this Saturday as they look to extend only one loss in hopefully 12 games for the team. You can catch the game on Scorio at 5:15 p.m.
Yeah, great work from Harrison there, finally on the case. Ella, have you been keeping up with the football so much this season?
Do you know what? I haven't, and it's a shame, but you know, I've been working hard on other sports because you know, Cardiff Met full of other sports, but you have, so tell me about it.
It's been amazing. I think we caught up with Alex Lang earlier in the week, a few press conferences, and the big story was from last Saturday, a game in the FA Welsh Cup, Ella. It was 1-1 against Haverfordwest. Now, the Archers had failed to beat the Haverfordwest so far in 4 outings this season, so it went to penalties. But guess what?
What?
We came out on top.
Oh.
Yes, 4-2 win. Superstar goalkeeper Alex Lang with 2 penalty saves. Goal scorer in that game was, I've got it written down here, but it was Lewis Rees, another goal for him this season. That was 1-0. We went to penalties, we won, and the draw for Cardiff Met is taking place at 8 p.m. tonight, and we will see who the Archers have in the quarter-finals in the FA Welsh Cup.
You can catch Cardiff Met against Bala on Scorio on Saturday. Now to cricket, our reporter Bhavya Doshi is live at the Sports Hall to tell us about the league so far.
Thank you, Matt and Ella. You certainly look high in Christmas spirits. I'm here in the Sports Hall covering the Cardiff Met Indoor Cricket Tournament. Cardiff Met is home to a lot of sports, and this place, the Sports Hall, houses a lot of sports in it. But at the moment, it's all about the cricket. Cricket fever is on a record high. Viewership has crossed all sorts of records, and all this is because of Frogbox. We stream matches live in Frogbox, and viewers can access it in the Cardiff Met Cricket Club's YouTube page. With us, we have social sec Louis Davis. We'll be asking him some questions about the tournament, about the format, and everything which covers Cardiff Met Cricket. Thank you so much for being here, Louis. First of all, outdoor cricket Bucks champions, indoor Western champions. You have players getting pro contracts. How is the feeling in the club right now?
Yeah, I'd say the club is probably at its highest it's ever been for morale and success. Winning the indoor championships like a few years running locally in Wales, and then getting to the national finals, and then obviously going all the way in the Bucks. So yeah, there's always success. All of our 2 Season 4 teams are always doing well. So yeah, club morale is high.
For those who don't know how the cricket indoor format works, how does it work?
Well, it's based on teams of 6. You can have a squad of 8 or 9, wherever the availability is. Usually you're struggling to get 6, but it's good. It's last man standing batting, so you do get all 6 wickets, and it's 10 overs, and it's similar to outdoor cricket. It's just if you hit the side net in, you get 1. If you run 1, it's the same. Back wall is 4 on the bounce. If it's on the full is 6. It's very similar, and it's very easy to pick up as well.
The club has 120 members, but the viewership has gone above 1,000 viewers.
Yeah.
What's your comment on that?
Well, we're always growing. We've always got TikTok page running. The Instagram is always going stronger because people want to know about Cardiff Met, because that's what we've built over the last few years. So yeah, it's a growing fan base, and we're very happy with it.
Who do you think is going to win this tournament, and who do you think is going to be the player of the tournament?
I think the Dyfed Diamonds will win the tournament. Made a good start, made a good performance the last 2 weeks. Player of the tournament, probably going off so far, Herb Berridge. He's got a couple of 50s. He's a very good batsman, takes it very seriously, so I'd be surprised if he was not to win it. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time, Louis. Nice to meet you. Please catch the action live on Cardiff Met CC's YouTube channel. The record viewership, keep it high. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhavya. Now, our next guest comes from Met's star performers this season, the water polo team. Zach Oakes joins us in studio. Zach, welcome.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Firstly, Zach, congratulations. You guys have already won the league with a 100% record. Just tell us a bit about how your training's been going and all that.
Training's been tough. So last year we narrowly missed out on winning the league. So when we came back this year, we wanted to win, and we had a different kind of passion this year. So training has been hard, it's been strong, and it's showed off. Every game has been better and better than the last one. So we've really done well and really improved from last season in training.
Do you know what? I don't know a lot about water polo, and I don't know how you just don't drown. But
can you
tell us a bit about
water polo, how it
in.
works, and why you guys are so good?
So the key part is the swimming part. You know, you need to have a strong stamina and be able to swim for 8-minute quarters, 4 of them. So you do need to keep it up constantly, and that's definitely the hardest part that people struggle with. But then once you've done that, the shooting, that's difficult. Getting out of the water, you've got to get your whole body up, out to shoot it, aim as well. It's just all a mix of a lot of tough attributes, you know, that when we get it together and we get it on the day, we are unstoppable.
Sounds tough, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it sounds really tough. But again, that's all we can do is congratulate you on an amazing season.
Thank you very
but
much.
not only water polo, but you've also played in the mixed netball tournament here on campus a few weeks back. And you actually won player of the tournament. So let's have a quick look at that VT.
Great stuff. Now, was that your first time playing netball, Zach? I wasn't there. Just tell me about the whole experience in general.
The whole experience was fun. I was last minute roped into the team by my housemate, and honestly I couldn't have been more grateful that she'd asked me because I had such a good time. It was so much fun. It's my first time playing in a match, but my sister plays as well, so I've helped her over the years, but that definitely gave me a little bit of an edge on the court, but it was a lot of fun, yeah.
And what was it like playing a female-dominated sport, and like, would you actually play netball if you had a men's team?
If there was a men's team, I'd definitely give it a go. I think a lot of men need to get involved in it. It's a fun sport, and I realised how fun it was when I was playing, and I think the balance of men and women made it a really good tournament that was equal all round and competitive at the same time. It was a very, very good tournament.
Lovely, thank you very much. And just a quick question, are you going to the Cardiff Clash?
I am indeed.
Well, perfect. Thank you very much, Zach, and we will see you there. If you didn't attend the Mixed Netball tournament, there will be more in the new year, so don't you worry about that. And I'll tell you what, Matt, we will just go into the courts.
Yeah,
we'll stay on the courts and we'll go to the basketball, shall we?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, let's stay on the court. Let's go to our main reporter, Cameron Hitt, who's told us a little bit about what's happening in the basketball world.
You need to go down.
Hi, I'm Cameron Hitt of Cardiff Met Sport TV. We're here today at Archers Arena where we've got a double header of women's basketball. First up, we've got the wheelchair team in a Premier League clash taking on the Loughborough Lions. Then we have the women's WBBL team taking on the Sheffield Hatters in a Premier League clash. It's going to be a lot of fun, a good family event. Let's get going.
It's just a great opportunity for us to kind of celebrate what we do here and just bring together our students, our junior players and kind of the local community. We love it. I think we really enjoy it because we get to showcase kind of our top female athletes that we have at the university.
The first game of the day came from the wheelchair basketball team. Met started strong through aspiring Paralympic sisters Jade and Adele Atkin. Despite the spirited effort, however, world champion Bo Kramer's Loughborough Lightning would pull away in the second half to win 75-51. In our second game of the doubleheader, the Archers took on basketball powerhouse Sheffield Hatters. Despite strong opposition, the Archers kept pace with their opponents through American talents like Mandy Kawaha. However, in the second half, Sheffield's quality shone through, winning 92-54, rounding off a great family day out at Archers Arena.
It was fantastic, and obviously this is the first time this season that we've had both our professional women's sides in action. So to have our WPL team in action against Loughborough earlier, and then to us have our WPL home game against Sheffield Hatters, it does make for a great event for a women's sport. Equally, we've got into some primary schools this week and had some of the kids come and show their faces and get really excited for the Archers.
What a day of action it's been here at King Coy Campus, Archers Arena. We've had 5 hours of near enough non-stop basketball action, and the results may have not gone the way of the Cardiff Met Archers, but it's been a fantastic day for everyone involved and the families watching. Until next time, I've been Cameron Hitt of Cardiff Met Sport TV.
Superb work from Cam there. Looked like a great day out, actually.
It did, yeah, really did.
And from basketball in the past to basketball in the future, our women's basketball league team are in action on the 19th of this month. Here's a little preview of what's to come.
Ayy, I got the recipe, never gonna let any out get the best of me. Thought it was distance, but haters is next to me. Talk to the spirit, you know I've been heavenly. Company definitely show your trajectory. This ain't a diss cause I say it respectfully. It's time to eat up, bread like a speeder. Taking it deeper and that's how it better be. I never let the comparison get to me. I just remember the promises meant for me. I know the enemy and that he sent for me. I keep the blood of the lemons, my centerpiece. I cannot trust in no crystals or energy. Look at the chemistry, it do not even mix chemically. Most of the tricks, they be gimmicks, they mimic the truth. It's poison and we got the remedy. There is a bomb, apply it, the fire can stand to the tallest of giants, the tyrant and all the suppliers are scheming and lying. They selling his dreams and we buying it. Show me the chicken, I'm frying it. Show me the dough and I'm prying it. Ain't never lacking it, so what I'm packing, he taking it, he magnifying it. Get it, I'ma get it. I just know that I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it.
Tickets are still available, so make sure you attend. Talking about tickets, Matt, I've heard that the Cardiff Clash tickets are all sold out.
Yes, they are sold out, Ella, but don't worry, if you haven't got your ticket, you can still catch the whole stream live on Bucks TV on YouTube.
Don't forget, the women play at 4 and the men's at 7.
Yes, absolutely. Now, more about Bucks. We have our Bucks correspondent in studio, Will Stevens, to tell us all about the action that's happening around campus today.
Hi guys, thanks for having me on. So the tennis is happening this morning at 10:30. The thirds are taking on UWE and the fours are taking Aberystwyth. They started at 10:30 this morning. As we know, Cardiff Met in both sides are winning, so that's great news.
That's great.
So we've got the netball 7th versus the netball 6th at Archers Arena at 2:30 p.m. So that's 3rd and 4th in the league, so that's quite a tight battle. The men's basketball 2s played the men's basketball 3rds. They played each other last week again, so this is a bit of a repeat, but they won 72-63 the 3rds last time. That happens at 4:15 p.m. At Archers Arena at Kincoid. At the women's hockey, the 5th take on Bath Spa 1sts. Met are currently bottom of the league, so that starts at 2:30 at Kincoid, so they're going to hope for a bit of a redemption, so you can catch that just after this show. The women's water polo 1st take on Bath University at Kincoid at 2:30 p.m. Bit of a varsity spirit there, taking on Bath, and Met are in great form as well in that league. Moving on to athletics, this Sunday at the NIAC, there's an athletics tournament going on. Earlier on, I caught up with the head of athletics, Rhiannon Hawker, just for some more information.
It's an annual event that we run here at Cardiff Met. It's called the Christmas Classics. It's only a week till Christmas. We're really excited this year that we have some stellar entries in the 3,000 metres. So we've got Laura Muir, who's coming down from Scotland. So she's a world and Olympic medalist. So she'll be trying to post a time that will get her into the world indoors in March. We've got Piers Copeland, who is one of the best Welsh 3K track runners as well. So we're looking to have some really, really high quality races here on Sunday.
Superb stuff there, Will. Great feature. Now, we've seen a little bit from you, we've seen a little bit from all around campus, but one person we're going to be seeing a little bit more of is one of our volleyball stars. Our reporter, Toby Hill, caught up with him this week.
Thanks, Aaron, for joining me. Coming over from the States to Wales here, how have you found the change and what have been the main differences?
I mean, obviously coming over from California, which is majorly big different kind of atmosphere, and then also the coming over and not knowing anybody, almost just coming out with this clean slate, was definitely a bit stressful at times. Having to go out of my way in every situation because there's no, I guess, sort of safe space where I can sort of go back to my little shell, or other than my room last year on student accommodation.
Is kind of that teamwork really something that you feel like is important when you go into the matches?
One of the biggest factors of performance is momentum, and so being able to go in after every point and sort of just like have that 2-second, 3-second break of just being like, hey boys, come on, let's go.
What is it like that drives you? What is it that motivates you to really, make these choices and play as enthusiastically as you do?
I would say that I play with so much joy. So back home I played and I had to stop for 3 or 4 years because I had this lung issue where essentially my lungs pretty much collapsed, and I had to hang up the boots and sort of pause for a bit. And for some reason, I mean, absolute miracle that when I came over to the UK, to Cardiff, like somehow, maybe it's just the weather, something like that fresh air, it changed something, and I'm able to play now, and definitely to the level that I was before my issues happened. And I mean, yeah, all glory to God, man. I think that's like the biggest thing, is just my faith has definitely been I would say the driving factor, and has allowed me to be so joyful as I play. 1 Peter 2, 9-12, it's just it's a really uplifting verse, and it's just sort of saying that it's not through me. It's saying that, yeah, my identity is not of this world. My identity is not in volleyball. It's not if we win or lose. It's not if I get a good point or if I do well in my course. It's very much just imagine like having some identity where it's not on myself as well. Just makes, I think it takes the pressure off. and allows me to just do whatever I can to play as hard as I can, to be as supportive, as good as a friend, as good as a human, to be honest, as well. And I think that sort of spirit has definitely helped sort of shape my life and also be able to make myself as comfortable as I am.
Thank you so much, Toby. Now, we've seen a little bit from our reporter Cam today, but he's been a really busy boy and he's been going around campus asking people the Christmas questions that matter.
Hi, I'm Cameron Hitt of Cardiff Met Sport TV. It's Bucks Wednesday, it's Cardiff Clash, but most importantly to me,
it's 12 days till Christmas. What's the best Christmas sport?
That's a great question. It's got to be snooker, definitely snooker, yeah.
Rugby.
Yeah?
Rugby, yeah.
It's got to be rugby, it's the best sport anyway, so it's still good at Christmas time.
I would have said horse riding. Don't really go around and put tinsel on the horses stuff. Come on, please.
Do you want to know what mine is?
Go on then.
It's my mother and father fighting over who gets me on Christmas morning.
I love that.
Yeah, that sounds it.
12.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your toe. What is the best Christmas food?
On a plate, definitely gravy. Just brings everything together, I think.
What's not on a plate?
Cranberry sauce.
It's a meat.
I've got to go pigs and blankets. So they're just the best part of Christmas Day.
Got to be the roast potatoes, 100%.
No cranberry sauce?
Big fan of gravy, but not the cranberry sauce, no.
You're an idiot then. And what is the worst Christmas gift you have ever received?
Oh, I don't know. I got an orange in my stocking one year.
Do you know what? I don't think I've ever had a terrible Christmas gift. No.
Really?
Oh, I've been really lucky, yeah. Everyone's very thoughtful in my family and friends are all very thoughtful as well, so one of the lucky ones.
I told my nan once that I enjoy cleaning and she bought me a bottle of Domestos.
Hopefully that's not a hint.
Well, that's Christmas at King Coit Campus. Hallelujah, Noel, be it heaven or hell. I've been Cameron Hitt. Back to you in the studio.
Oh, Cam, what a great video, isn't that, Matt?
Wow, yeah, that guy.
Oh,
really
that
has
was, do you know what? That was great singing. So later, I'm getting him on a karaoke machine somewhere. But one question, saying they're talking about Christmas. Matt, what are you asking for Christmas this year?
Ooh, great question. I want some new football boots. Hello.
Oh, really?
What about you?
Yeah, I would love some football boots.
Yeah, really?
No. Now, if you're a new archer and haven't been to the Cardiff Clash before, here's what to expect.
You love playing at Arms Park, just not necessarily on the 4G. No, we've had a few games on grass, so it will be hard to transition back to 4G. It is different, it's faster, it's harder, but just playing in a stadium like that, again, there's not many opportunities that potentially you have after uni to play at a pitch like that. So the history, all that, it's not lost on us, but it's something you've got to keep a little bit to the back of your head and then just focus on the game. These are our biggest rivals. It's a bit of bragging rights, isn't it, at the end of the day? Done the double over Swansea and looking to the double over Cardiff. It's no means feat, like massive, just a bit of bragging rights you can say to some of the boys you know in each team being from Wales, so it's just one of them, like, best team in Wales, got a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Normally the best ultras any team gets, so they're normally singing over any fans that anyone else brings, so everyone says it, it's a bit of a cliche thing to say, but they generally are the 16th man when you're pinned on your 5 metre and you can hear them still screaming, and it's just sort of like, well, you do it for the people next to you, but you do it for your mates up there. Like, I live with 2 people who are social sex this year and they're screaming your name and it just genuinely powers you through each moment.
Superb stuff. Ella, we were lucky enough to be pitchside for the last Cardiff Clash.
Yeah,
How good was that?
Oh my goodness, amazing. You know, we were there on the pitch side filming, but the ultras, they just took my breath away.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a good few hundred of them again tonight. They're so loud, so much louder than Cardiff Uni, by the way, and it's also a sellout again this time round.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we're super excited to go down, and one man who's also super excited for tonight's game is obviously the captain, Ewan Guy. But right now, we're gonna leave the studio and throw you back down to our reporters at Cardiff Arms. So it's a Merry Met Christmas from us, Nadolig Llawen, and goodbye.
The Cardiff Arms Park, the location of the biggest event in Welsh rugby this week, the Cardiff Clash. I'm joined by Rhys, our rugby expert. Rhys, what are your thoughts going into the game tonight?
Really excited, Steph. It's a massive game at a massive venue. Two local rivals coming together to hopefully put on a real show for us tonight.
Yeah, and last time out, obviously, Cardiff Met doing the double, and they'll be looking to do, well, the double-double again this week. What kind of emphasis will that be in terms of, you know, the conversations of the squad they're having this week? Will that be in the back of their minds?
Well, we obviously spoke to you and Guy earlier this week, and he stressed the importance of making it 4 out of 4 against the Welsh team this season and being the best team in Wales. So yeah, that'll definitely be on their mind going into the game tonight.
Yeah, and just before we go, any changes to the sides? Anything we need to know before the big games tonight?
So Cardiff Uni made 4 changes to their side from their loss against Leeds Beckett last week, and Cardiff Met make just the one change. Jake Thomas comes in for Port the Goodrum on the wing.
Well, yeah. Well, you could catch both of the games. The first game, 4 o'clock, obviously the Cardiff Met women's take on Cardiff Uni ladies. And then at 7 o'clock, Cardiff Met men's take on Cardiff Uni men's. Well, it is the game day, it is the big game, and I'm ready for it. I think Rhys is ready for it. But maybe if you're not quite ready yet, take a little look at this VT. It 'twas the night before the clash.
'Twas the night before clash. The air crisp and clear. In Cardiff, excitement. The rugby draws near. At Cardiff Met and Uni, the rivalry thrives. On the rugby pitch, where the spirit derives. The Archers ready, with courage ablaze, facing Cardiff Uni in a fierce rugby maze. On the hollowed grounds where history is spun, 2 teams clash in battle, the game to be won. The stadium hums with a thunderous cheer as fans from both sides draw increasingly near. In the Cardiff night, under the stadium light, the stage is set for a rugby delight. And as the clock ticks, and suspense and with thrill, who emerges victorious, whose fate to fulfill? Met and Uni in rugby's embrace, the outcome uncertain, the climax we chase. So here's to the players, their valour so grand, in this rugby encounter a tale to withstand. On this Christmas Eve, in Cardiff's embrace, a rugby battle, a festive grace.
Ready?
Almost.
No.
Can you check this one on me?